What to expect if you're taking your driving assessment in West Perth. The car park is usually packed, so make sure you arrive early. They only have 4 bays allocated for driving assessments. Motorbike lessons and tests take place in this centre, which creates a bit of extra congestion in this part of the car park. Your driving test starts as soon as you sit in the car, so be sure that you drive patiently through here because a lot of people don't care that you are a learner driver going for your driving assessment. When you get out of this car park, the congestion will even get worse. You have to give way to pedestrians when turning, even when you have a green light. If you're turning right at an intersection without the green arrow, where you have to give way to the opposite direction, you still have to give way to pedestrians regardless of the green light, so don't commit to turning before pedestrians clear. By the way, there are quite a few intersections in the area without the green arrow where you have to proceed giving way to the opposite direction. I attached a separate video on that topic. Check out the next scenario. Here on James Street in Northbridge, if you go all the way down to the roundabout, and if the examiner doesn't give you any additional instructions once you get there, you would assume you can go straight ahead, but you can't. The arrow indicates that the traffic can proceed straight ahead, but you can't. You can only make a U-turn at this intersection. You can't go left, you can't go straight, and you can't turn right. And also it says keep clear. Shouldn't we keep clear anyway? A friend of mine calls this intersection an experimental roundabout, and I don't blame him for it. By the way, this is not a roundabout. It's not classified as roundabout, but it looks like it. Oxford Street, Leederville, Cappuccino Strip, 30 kilometres speed limit. I know it feels so slow, but you've got to keep it within 30. Don't go above because you are going to fail. Richmond Street in Leederville, it's 30 kilometres an hour as well, and it's quite possible they're going to ask you to do a reverse parallel parking. This can be a pretty busy street. Reversing traffic always gives way. If somebody appears from behind, stop and freeze and negotiate who goes first. Roe Street in Northbridge is generally 50 kilometres an hour, but often they have roadworks. Keep it on roadworks. I can't remember one single day without roadworks in Northbridge, in this area in particular, in the last 10 years. Also, there are cars parked on the side of the road all the time. People open doors sometimes without checking. Allow about 1.5 metres distance where possible. Keep in mind that you will receive instructions what to do but not how. The examiner doesn't specify which lane you should be using. If you're turning right using multiple lanes, keep in the left lane unless you know you're going to be turning right shortly after. Remember that right lanes are fast lanes in Australia, so keep left most of the time. When you're turning at a multiple lane intersection, you cannot change lanes inside of the intersection. If you got in the wrong lane and if you didn't change in time, don't make any sudden corrections because that may be dangerous. Your best bet would be to ask the assessor if they'd like you to turn around and come back to the same point and proceed in the direction they wanted you to. Forming one lane in a low speed limit could be a bit challenging. I have several reports that a lot of people failed here on Oxford Street in Leederville while forming one lane and overtaking because they exceeded speed limit thinking they shouldn't be sluggish when overtaking parked cars and merging. So if they bring you here, keep your speed within 30 kilometres an hour. Some of the more experienced assessors bring you here towards the end of your driving assessment. Bulwer Street, West Perth, one of the most feared locations because of the traffic lights on Fitzgerald Street. You got to turn right without the green arrow and it is extremely busy intersection. By the way, this is another low speed limit, 40 kilometres an hour zone on Bulwer Street. These intersections are not that difficult as long as you know what to do and as long as you practice a lot. Just wait in the middle until it's safe to proceed. Avoid practicing this without a professional instructor. It's very easy to judge once it starts to change to amber light if the traffic from opposite direction is slowing down to stop or if they are increasing their speed to proceed. I hope that this video will help you pass your driving test and more importantly become a more competent driver. As always, feel free to ask any questions in the comment section. Thanks for watching and I'll catch you next time. Your front bumper should not go any further than the median strip on that side. And also we can't cut into the opposite lanes because both of those lanes are proceeding straight. So it looks like I'm going to be able to go through between them. It's changing anyway and the traffic there is slowing down anyway.